Good evening. My name is Jonet Tumulak, and my topic for tonight is about 3 practical practices to improve your leadership effectiveness. Okay, I'd like to tell a short story. So I was driving Monday morning, and I was listening to a radio station, and one of the radio personalities said that if ever there's a possibility that she would meet herself, she would like to meet the best version of herself. And I was contemplating on the topic for today, and I was thinking, if there's a best version of herself, is there also a best version of a leader? Right? So, would this best version of the leader can command an army, or can this version of a leader can command attention and hold your attention while he is talking, while he's talking? And can this best version of the leader can do a lot of things that can change the world? And then I was looking at the 2010 TED topic by Drew Dudley. The title of the topic is Everyday Leadership. So he said that we define leadership something that is beyond us. We define leadership something, we define leadership that is something beyond us. We define leadership that that is something that can change the world. So I was thinking, so in this topic, I don't want to discuss about, I don't want to discuss my best leadership skills that can change the world, but I will just discuss 3 topics, 3 practical topics and tips that we can do every day. I'll just summarize it. The first one would be visible and present. The second one would be communicate clearly and often. And the third one is to celebrate success. Let's go to be visible and present. Do you ever encounter a manager wherein you always have a hard time looking for him or looking for her? He's always like playing hide and seek with you. Probably he loves that game so much, right? So if you find yourself doing the same thing, doing more of a hiding than being visible with your team or with your direct reports, you can try these 3 things. First, do a firm. What do I want to say? Create a firm schedule on your staff meeting. Okay? So, even though, let's say at some point you will not have that kind of meeting, just have it just as a placeholder meeting. It doesn't matter if you have a meeting on that day or not. The important thing there is your teammates or your people knows that on that day you will be there, and they will have, and you will be present whenever they go to your office. Right? Number 2. Try to do a one-on-one with your direct reports. What's the importance with doing a one-on-one? Even if it's just a 15-minute bi-monthly meeting, you can discuss anything. You can probably discuss his goals and try to coach him into doing something more than his current role. But it's important to do a one-on-one. Okay. Third one, set clear expectations that you can be reached by your teammates by whatever medium you decide to do, and be accessible and responsive to those to your people. What's the payoff for that kind of practice? You would gain trust with your teammates and connection, and remember that a team that's more connected to you will be a team that's more manageable and more proactive. Okay. What's the second tip that I can suggest would be communicate clearly and often. Okay. In a book that I read entitled Your Attention Please, that's by Paul Brown and Addison. I can't remember the last name, but they said that right now, communication, getting your message across is getting more difficult because of what we call information overload. We're doing too many things at once, or we're saying too many things at once, and it's causing confusion because the simplicity of the message is getting lost. So one thing we can do, let's try to connect, for example, the client's let's say the client expectation to your team's action, and then provide a regular update and key progress report on what they're doing. In that case, the people can make connection between their action and the client, and then the success that you are getting. Which brings me to my third point: celebrate success. I interviewed 2 peers of mine regarding these 3 items also, and they said they're doing the first one, which is they're visible and present. They communicate clearly and often, but one thing that they're always missing is doing the celebration, or making the success of others be visible to others. And in my experience, the same. It's the same way too. Most of the time, in my experience as a manager, I've also forgot to celebrate my team's success. So we should do that. We should make sure that their performance are being recognized, so they know that their contribution is being valued. Okay? So in conclusion, these things are not difficult to do. I mean, just try to integrate these 3 practices slowly in your work. Be visible and present, communicate clearly, and communicate clearly and often, and celebrate your team's success. Thank you so much.